11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House. In school of champions, we laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, chess, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now we're good with court. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone as we welcome you to Cahokia High School. It is time to start some basketball. Ladies first, as your Collinsville Lady K-Hawks are here to take on the Lady Comanches of Cahokia High School. I am Todd Duke. Welcome into our first basketball live stream of the year, and this one is brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. All right, K-Hawks coming into this first game of the year after a 12-18 season last year. Collinsville finished tied with East St. Louis for fourth place in the Southwestern Conference with their 5-7 record. And they are under their fifth-year head coach, Colin Moore, who now has a record of 45 wins and 66 losses heading into his fifth season. Cahokia, they went 6-18 last year. They went 0-8 in the South 7 Conference. They are coached by Jasmine Pitts, and they are actually 0-1 on the year. We'll get to that here in just a moment. First off, we'll talk about Collinsville. Lady K-Hawks are coming off a season that saw them finish 6 games under 500 overall and 2 games below the break-even point in the Southwestern Conference as they head into this season opener looking for their first winning season since finishing 16-14 in head coach Lori Billy's final season back in 2020. Senior Talisha Gilmore is back for her final season wearing the purple and white and will graduate atop a number of all-time categories in Lady K-Hawk basketball history. Gilmore already sits in the top 2 spots for rebounds in a single season and is 18 rebounds away from tying the career leader in rebounds for a career at 880. That is held by Raven Berry, who wore the purple and white from 2005 to 2009. Tops in most blocks in the season for Talisha is 61, and she's 61 blocks away from tying the all-time mark held by Michelle Barch, and that took place from 2004 to 2008. And just to put that into some kind of context, Gilmore had 68 blocks all of last year, so if she does what she did last year, she'll hold another record. Gilmore has 156, Barch has 217. Gilmore is also moving up a couple of other categories, and we'll keep an eye on those as well. Collinsville returns 2 other seniors from last year's team in Lily Carlisle and Carson Mode, plus senior Diamond Walker, a transfer from Springfield Southeast, who used to be in the Collinsville School District, but moved away to Springfield while she was in the 8th grade, and plenty of other experience as well with a number of juniors, Ashley Giannini, Carly Call, Carly Van Dyke, and this team can do some damage in the Southwestern Conference if things go right. Well, Cahokia, they have struggled over the last 6 seasons with a high of 8-14 in the 2019-2020 season and a low of 0-13 in 2021-2022. The last time Cahokia finished a season with a non-losing record was in 17-18 at 11-11. They also went 13-13 in the 2011-2012 season. The 2 seasons prior to the 2011-2012 season was the last time Cahokia finished a season with a winning record, having gone 14-11 in 2010-11, and they went 15-13 in the 09-10 season. Lady Comanches will be in a tough spot once again this year with a very young varsity roster that features no seniors, 2 juniors, 3 sophomore, and 7 freshmen, and that struggle was evident last night as Cahokia went to Mascoutah to open up the new season and lost to the Lady Indians by a score of 69-13. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville's head coach Colin Moore. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joel Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all Collinsville area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with former Kahok Logan Carlisle, his dad Tim, along with Caleb Tanzius, play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event or to call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. Looking for someone to help get your house in tip-top shape? Look no further than former Kahok Kara Gray with Clean Living Cleaning Services. From bathrooms to kitchens to garages to bedrooms and even commercial spaces, Clean Living is your place to go. Clean Living guarantees expert-level work done by expert-level cleaners. No matter how much grit, how much grime, let Clean Living shine. For more information, check out the Clean Living Cleaning Services on Facebook or call 618-979-9634. A clean space is a happy place. Clean Living Cleaning Services, 618-979-9634.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we'd be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we kick off the Lady Kahawks 24-25 basketball season. We do so on the road at Cahokia. And joining us now is Collinsville's 5th-year head coach for your Lady Kahawks basketball program. That would be Colin Moore. All right, Coach, tell us about the offseason program and how your Lady Kahawks are looking heading into this first game of the season.
We had a pretty good summer. I mean, I think for us in the summer, I think we won 16 games, 16-3, something like that. I was more impressed by, there was a lot of games we played in the summer where we were down 10, 15 points. And in the past, I think the girls have not given up, but just didn't have the same work ethic as this group. I think they have a lot more tenacity, and I think they want to have something to prove. You know, some of them really haven't had a ton of varsity experience yet, minus, Talisha and pretty much Carson. Lily a little bit, varsity experience. But I think there's some other girls that want to show that they maybe deserved time last year or the year before that, and they got something to prove, and they played very hard this summer. It's very, very promising.
All right, senior Diamond Walker. I understand that she used to be in the Collinsville School District till about the 8th grade, transferred in from Springfield Southeast. So what does she bring to the table?
Oh, she's just a great athlete. I mean, she was friends with all these girls. They grew up playing junior Kahawks together. We were sad to see her go. It was kind of a different transition for her to come back. She wasn't here in the summer, so she's kind of a little bit behind when it comes to, understanding some of the plays and those type of things. But athletic ability, her willingness to throw the ball inside Talisha, they kind of make a nice little 1-2 punch.
All right, speaking of Talisha, we know what she brings to the table. Special player, poised to be on top in a number of categories as far as all-time Lady Kahawks stats are concerned, and I'm sure you're expecting great things out of her.
Yeah, the nice thing and the rewarding thing is just to see Talisha from where she was as a freshman, not so much as a basketball player, as a person. She knows we have her back. She knows we have her best interests. She looks out for the girls. She's like one of the more responsible ones now. And thinking back to her freshman year, they would be trying to drag her to practice and those type of things. So just to see her grow up, outside the court's been great. On the court, she does everything. She's got numerous colleges reaching out. She's kind of verbally committed to SWIC, but she's got some other things in the works, maybe staying there and going somewhere else after a year or two there. So they're trying to get her some experience. She's got a lot to learn still, but she's an incredible athlete.
All right, so supplemented by Lily Carlisle and Carson Mode to round out the senior leadership on this year's team. I don't think you could have picked a better three.
Yeah, this summer, seeing those seniors work together, and like they've always kind of said, we've been playing together since 3rd grade, 4th grade. I think they're kind of seeing the reality, this is it. They're going to have to work hard and have fun. And I think over the past couple of years, the girls, especially Talisha, Carson, Lily, and the juniors have done a good job of just kind of changing the culture and, turning things around, trying to make more kids excited about playing basketball again. That COVID year kind of put everything down and then kind of having to build our way back up a little bit.
All right, so let's not forget about the talented junior class this year, led by Ashley Giannini, Carly Call. Plus, you got Addison Munoz, Carly Van Dyke, and Skylar Tomaszek. So you got some pretty good junior class there.
Just a lot of good athletes in that class. They play a lot of sports. I think what's fun about that class is that's the class that I think has that. No matter what the sport is, if I tell them at practice we're going to play wiffle ball, Ashley would want to beat everybody in wiffle ball. Same as Carly. They're just so competitive. They want to win everything. So it's just fun to have that again.
All right, tell me about the lone sophomore on the varsity roster and Dariana Morris.
Dariana's a great kid. We love having her. There's some other sophomores that may work their way into the varsity roster. Past couple of years, we kind of went away from just you're dressed in varsity because we have the room. We want the kids to earn it. We want it to mean something. That kind of started when they started wearing the pants. It's like you get the pants when you make the varsity team. So Dariana's a super fast kid, track star, great kid, and she's kind of a silent leader on that JV team, so we want to reward her, with some time on varsity.
All right, so the last couple of years you've had a three-point specialist, so to speak, in Ella Guerrero. Who is going to take that role this year?
We were talking about that this summer, and it's kind of, even though Ella was like the one star shooter, I think this summer we made more threes than I ever remember. And I think part of it is because every girl playing now is not scared to shoot. I think in the past we had some girls that were a little hesitant to just let it fly. And Talisha gets double teamed so much, they know they're going to be open, so they got to let it rip. And they had a good summer. So we're hoping somebody can step up and just maybe a different girl each game. You never know.
All right, so here's your first game tonight against Cahokia. What do you want to see out of your Lady Cahoks tonight in game number 1?
Just want to make sure we're getting in the right spots, doing the right thing, understanding where the ball needs to get, and just playing hard. I think anybody that's watched, the one main difference that I've noticed since being the head coach for 5 years now, this reminds me of some of the teams we had 8 to 10 years ago with just overall great speed and kids willing to do anything. In the past, we might have had some, better skilled basketball players today, but they weren't necessarily the quickest or the shiftiest. And now we just have some girls that are just speedsters. So I think the speed and the tempo of the game will be a little different, and that's what I'm hoping we can do tonight.
All right, thanks for the visit, Coach. We'll see you Thursday for the home opener.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Colin Moore, your Collinsville Lady Cahock basketball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we will throw some starters your way, and we'll take a look at some stats from last season, and we'll do all that next on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisiRed lipolaser machine. The InvisiRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisiRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that InvisiRed offers.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Cahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Got questions about Medicare? If you're approaching the age of 65, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Bill Holton is a former Collinsville Raider and Kahok football player and is now an independent broker with Senior Health Plans, and he can answer all of those tough questions when it comes to Medicare. Which plan, which part, what's covered, and what's not. If you're approaching the age of Medicare and need those questions answered, let Bill Holton get you those answers. Bill Holton with Senior Health Plans. Call him today at 618-978-2306 or email Bill Holton at william.holton@yahoo.com. And we welcome you back here to Cahokia High School. Sorry about the logo there. Wrong button. Huh? I don't know. All right, so my name is Todd Duke. On the other microphone is Chris Keller. How are you, sir?
Hi, doing all right. Ready to get this basketball season. Really looking forward to watching this Lady Cahoks basketball team here and their season here. I said, don't look like they're going to announce the lineups or anything here. We're going to be ready to go.
Doesn't look like they are they? We had, of course, the Whitney Houston version of the national anthem. I think that took too much time because it's already 6:04, and we'll see. I got number 1 out there. And
134, 2140.
1, 2. You said 2?
134.
1, 3, 4, 21, and 40. All right. As we go along here, Breon Bolds is out there on the floor for Cahokia, as well as Dakota Bell, Jasmine Monselli, Lisa Deloach, and Lanila Riley. For Collinsville on the floor, you have Lily Carlisle, Carson Moe, Talisha Gilmore, Addison Munoz, and Carly Van Dyke. We are underway. Comanches win the tip-off, and they head down first, but immediately travel, and there's the first play of the game. It's a turnover by Cahokia, so Collinsville will get an opportunity here to get on the scoreboard first as Carson Moe inbounds, and
she lost her shoe.
Oh, okay. That could be a problem.
Dakota Bell's shoe popped off. Turnover right away. for Cahokia. It may be one of the more faster turnovers you'll ever see to start a game.
Yeah.
Stop dribbling in the lane.
And during the lost tennis shoe portion of the timeout there, and allowed Cahokia to get a player back on defense. Here from the corner, three-point shot made by Addie Munoz, and that's the way that Collinsville gets things going here with a 3-ball corner pocket.
Yeah, you asked Coach in the pregame, who's going to be that go-to three-point shooter. Didn't think there's going to be one. It could be anybody any given time, and Munoz knocks down the first shot.
And on the return trip down court, Cahokia ends up losing the ball out of bounds right in front of the Kahok bench, so 2 turnovers on the first 2 touches offensively here by Cahokia. And once again, Carson Moog will inbound, and she'll do so into the backcourt and do so to Carly Van Dyke. Van Dyke brings it up across the timeline to the free throw line, throws it back into the corner again to Munoz. Munoz into the paint, gives to Gilmore. Gilmore, a little pop shot from about 6 feet out, and she's on the board.
She doesn't need to be right on top of the basket, can fade away a little bit and still knock down that shot. Great shot by Talisha.
Talisha only 18 rebounds away from tying the all-time Lady Kahok record. And we'll see if she can accomplish that here tonight. And if not tonight, maybe she'll do it at home on Thursday for the Lady Kahawks home opener against Granite City in another game that we will have for you here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Timeout on the floor by Cahokia. We'll step aside for a quick timeout as well. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville. Locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Cahokia High School. Our second trip to Cahokia High School in, what, about a month?
Yeah,
Something
we were
like
here
that?
last month for the football game.
Yeah. That didn't go so well. We're hoping that this game goes better than that one. And base that off of last night's loss to Mascoutah, 69-13. I think we might get what we wish for here. Here is Cahokia trying to get some points on the board, and we have a whistle, and that one's out of bounds as well. So 3 offensive possessions by Cahokia and 3 turnovers.
Cahokia just can't get the ball up. Kahok's bringing all kinds of pressure, moving Talisha up top there, and she just forced Cahokia, a girl, to dribble around her, and she kept going out of bounds.
Here is Van Dyke into the paint, and a little underhand flip try, but we're going to have our first foul of the game, and this one is going to go against who?
Well, I thought it was 21 that came in there and fouled her. Missed the signal.
Yeah. And I guess they're not going to put that one on the board. I thought he flashed up some different hands than just a 2 and a 1.
Van Dyke just trying to dribble drive in there, and then just sees a wide open lane to the basket, and she gets mugged there on the foul.
Carly Van Dyke, 8 of 10 last year from the free throw line, so small sample size, but she did pretty well, and there's the first one. And Collinsville extends their lead. One more for the junior. 5'9", Carly Van Dyke, and she'll miss the second one. There's the first rebound for Talisha Gilmore, and the putback good for 2 points.
Nothing wrong there. Does reach around the player there, but it's just being taller and getting up there and grabbing the ball and lays it in nice and easy.
That ball ends up out of bounds, but this time it's going to stay with Cahokia, so they didn't turn the ball over. So that one's all called on number 1, Bolds. They finally put that one up on the scoreboard. As there's a turnover again, and Talisha Gilmore calls that one all by herself, and she'll get the ball back after a loose ball was picked up by Carson Mode off the glass again, and Gilmore on the board once again. She now has 6 early points.
She can just get up the court real nicely with that ball, and Cahokia is just outmanned there.
Travel by Cahokia, heading back up the other way, so Cahokia has yet to really do.
5 turnovers?
Yeah, 5 turnovers already.
No shots.
Yeah. Here is Gilmore. Gilmore will drive in and use the glass one more time.
She just dribbles right around Riley. Riley's got no chance in that matchup. Expose that while you can for the Kahawks.
12-0 early on here, and we still are early in this contest. We haven't even reached 2 minutes gone, and another turnover by Cahokia will ditch off for Gilmore. Gilmore gets a rebound, puts it back up, still won't go in though. And ball ends up out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Collinsville. And that'll stop the clock with 6:04 left to play here in this opening quarter.
You have to get the ball as it rolled down the steps. Possession will stay with the Cahoks. And Mode will set this off to inbound it.
Inbound from underneath of her basket. Offset to the left and gets it into Gilmore. Gilmore uses the glass once again, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, still can't get it to fall in. And we're going to have another whistle on the play.
Once she missed, she had switch over to her left. Probably not her preferable side, but she can still make it happen, but missed it. Got the rebound and then was too far under the basket as she got to her preferential side of her right and just laid it off the bottom of the rim there. Couldn't get it to roll.
Well, Collinsville's first turnover of this game will give the ball to Cahokia, and they'll try to get some points on the board, but instead they'll turn it over for the 7th time. Collinsville brings it back up. Here is Carson Mode with a pass to Lily Carlisle. Carlisle gets mugged from behind. That's going to be a foul against the freshman Dakota Bell. Last night, the Cahokia Lady Comanches had 3 freshmen starting in their starting 5, and the other 2 were juniors. They only have 2 juniors on their roster, as Carly Call and Ashley Giannini will check into the game for the first time. Lily Carlisle and Carly Van Dyke will head to the bench. Or excuse me, that was Munoz heading to the bench. Van Dyke is going to inbound. 5:40 to play here. Excuse me, 5:40 to play, and there's another shot by Gilmore. That one's in. And Gilmore now already in double digits with 10.
Cahoks drawing it up how they like it there on that inbounds play. Just getting it to Talisha, never laid in.
14-0 in favor of Collinsville. Here comes Cahokia. Double teamed over on the wing, and top of the key, a shot there. That one misses everything and will go out of bounds, and it'll turn into another Cahokia turnover on a 3-point shot that missed.
Turned around and finally found what could be the first opportunity of a shot, but it wasn't their best of shots.
Tickled the bottom of the net, and that was about as close as it got. Gilmore will inbound, do so to Giannini. Giannini, I like the coach's comments in the pregame show about, man, you get her in the wiffle ball, she's going to try to win. Here is Carly Call, the 3-point try. That one's good.
2 for 2 on the threes. Cahoks haven't needed, except for the first shot of the game, good inside Talisha, but still now another 3.
Still in the backcourt.
Haven't been able to get across yet.
Yeah, needs to hurry, and here is Deloach. Deloach will throw it over to the side. That's tipped away by Giannini right into the hands of Carly Call to Gilmore. Gilmore off the glass, can't get it to go, but that's a foul, and she will head to the free throw line. This foul is going to belong to Riley. And Talisha Gilmore from the free throw line last year, 117 for 201, 58.2% last year. And for a while there last year on the free throw line, she was gangbusters.
Definitely improved.
Oh, yeah.
Freshman and sophomore years. Freshman and sophomore years, you really didn't want her to go to the line too much.
No, she probably didn't want to go to the line too much. Now Van Dyke will come out, and in her place will be Diamond Walker, the 5'11 senior, transfer from Springfield Southeast. We'll get our first look at her. Collinsville in the road purple, trimmed in a little white. Got some white numbers on the fronts and the backs, and in white on the front is the word Cahawks. Comanches in the home whites, trimmed in blue, numbers on the front and the back in blue. And Collinsville goes up 19-0.
Violation throwing it in.
Yep. Another turnover here for Cahokia.
Simple thing. Cahoks not putting any pressure on, but got everybody moved back, but just can't throw it in properly.
So Carson Mode once again will handle the inbound duties. Inside to Walker. Walker tries the jump shot, but that ball is ripped up out of her hand. So Collinsville with a quick turnover, their second, but in turn, Cahokia turns the ball right back over to them, their 10th. And a whistle will stop the action, and we're going to have another foul called against Bolds. And Gilmore back to the free throw line. Still 4:43 left to play here in this first quarter. And good.
Carlisle waiting to get in here next, get Talisha out of here. He's already at 13 points.
Yeah. Going for number 14 right here. And she'll hit both of them. 4 for 4. For Talisha from the free throw line. Just got a text message from Lori Billy saying they're trying to get Raven Berry to the game on Thursday just in case Talisha breaks the record there.
Yeah, I believe she was coaching somebody here that we played at home last year.
Edwardsville, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it Edwardsville?
Yeah. Another turnover here by Cahokia. Collinsville goes back to work. Here is Walker off the glass, and that one rattles in for two. And Walker on the board for the first time in her Kahok career.
Just move it up quickly. Did good ball movement. Walker found her shot.
Throw up, and Ashley Giannini once again steps in front of that one, goes into the backcourt.
Cahock's tipped into the backcourt, so that can't be.
Yeah, it can't be a backcourt violation.
Violation on Comanches.
Well, I guess that's what they're going to call, though. Okay. Lily Carlisle will trigger the inbound pass as Carson Mode is to the bench. 23-0 in favor of Collinsville.
Not sure what that call was.
Neither am I.
Cahock's ball. Cahock's tipped into the backcourt, and Cahokia grabbed it, and then they called a whistle.
Monselli goes out. Yarielle Gonzalez comes in. Here is Giannini into the corner for. Oh, that's a nice little ditch up into the paint there to Lily Carlisle. Carlisle is on the board for the first time on a nice give and go there by Munoz.
Yep, Munoz saw her there cutting in. Great lay in there, and travel here by Cahokia.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
Only halfway through this first quarter, and it's 25-0 Cahoks.
Lily Carlisle set for another inbound right below our location here. Into the backcourt to Giannini. Giannini did not play volleyball this year. That's usually one of her sports. She was a little banged up, had some leg problems, but she seems to be healed up enough for a basketball season. There's a ball. Nice little job there on the rebound by Walker. Three-point shot, and that one's good by Giannini.
Looked like the ball was going to go out of bounds, and Walker with some long arms just kind of grabbed it, scooped it back, and kicked it out. And who knocked down the three?
That would be Giannini.
Giannini knocks down the three as Walker scoops it back to her, and it's 28-0 Cahoks, and Cahokia will call another timeout.
We'll take a quick timeout right along with them, and we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Cahokia High School. All Kahawks here so far, 28-0 in favor of Collinsville, and Cahokia has lots of turnovers here for this first quarter. 12 turnovers, and we are, as Chris mentioned, just about halfway through this first quarter. A little over half. 3:42 left to play. Cahokia looking to bring the ball up court, trying to get their first points of this game. And here is Deloach. Deloach sends it over to Gonzalez. And there is another turnover as Lily Carlisle created that one. Collinsville brings it up quickly, and Walker takes a shot off the glass and then falls down behind. That's the first rebound of the game for Cahokia, but they turn the ball over once again, trying to bring it back down. Yeah, it does. Carlisle has got a couple of steals here. Here is Carly Call. Call in front of the Comanches bench. Will bring it into the paint, dump it off, and tried to find Walker, but just couldn't complete it. Third turnover for Collinsville, and the Kahawks will have the ball end up going out of bounds.
I think she wanted Giannini in the corner there. But Giannini just zagged out a little too far, and then Walker was able to get an arm on it, hand on it with her long arms.
So the Comanches will inbound from underneath their own basket, offset to the right a little bit as Talisha Gilmore checks back into the game. Munoz goes out. So does Carlisle as.
Too hot to handle there. Out of bounds on Cahokia.
And another inbound pass comes from Carson Mode to Carly Call. Carly across the timeline, brings it over onto the left wing, hands it off over there for Van Dyke. Van Dyke offset free throw line, takes a shot, gets it to fall.
Shot from the corner there. just knocks it in there. Good shot. Just pull up and get the shot, and you can knock them down.
30-0 in favor of Collinsville. 2:40 left to play here in this first quarter. All Collinsville thus far. Here is Bolds. Bolds back at the logo. Takes it over in front of the scoreboard. Has that one knocked out of her hands by Van Dyke. Van Dyke's going to give it up for Carly Call. She'll try another three-pointer from the corner. That's the first three-point miss tonight by Collinsville. But there is Gilmore with yet another rebound, and she'll put it back up and in for two.
This falls right into Gilmore's hands and nobody on her side. Easy layup.
Here is Deloach. Deloach turns the ball over. The turnover train continues. Carly Call brings it down. Off the glass and the rim. Good for two. Carly Call now with 5 points on the evening.
She had to sidestep Monselli there just to get that one up, and it falls in.
2 minutes to play. Here's Deloach. Gets it on over to Bolds. Bolds with a big three-point shot. That one was way too hard. Collinsville gets the rebound. Gilmore with another one. She now has 5 here in this game. Here is Carson Mode. Offset three-point shot. That missed everything. And that'll turn into the fourth Collinsville turnover as Ashley Giannini will check back in for Carly Call. And the inbound pass being triggered by Jasmine Monselli. She'll bounce the ball up into Deloach. Deloach brings it up court across the Comanches logo. At a new high school that they're building here in Cahokia, but it's not going to be ready for a couple of years. There is Riley with a big rebound. That's the second rebound of the game, but turns into the 16th turnover here. Here is Van Dyke. She'll circle. Bounce it up outside now for Giannini. Giannini skirts the midcourt stripe. Had the ball knocked out of her hands just a moment by Gonzalez. Into the corner. Up underneath. Give and go. Nicely done. And Gilmore makes them pay again. And Talisha now with 18 points here in this contest. And that makes it 36-0. 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. And another turnover. Here comes Walker. Walker down off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound put back up and in by Giannini.
Walker hobbling a little bit, but she initiated all that, getting the steal. Cleaned up there for the last basket here, and Cahokia throws one up. And
throw up a shot and a prayer, right? Isn't that what they call it? Rebound belongs to Cahokia, but then they lose the ball once again on another turnover. Here is Gilmore, almost tripped coming across the line. Underneath the basket all by herself is Giannini, and she made him pay. And Collinsville continues to pour it on, 40-0 in favor of the Cahawks.
Stop dribbling up there around the timeline, and nobody else from Cahokia sagged back, left Giannini wide open underneath the basket.
Here is Gonzalez. Gonzalez being double teamed, and another turnover. This one into Gilmore's hands. Talisha brings it up across the timeline. Collinsville slows it down a little bit. Here is Carson Mode. Can't slow it down too much. 5 seconds left. Here is Van Dyke. Van Dyke, top of the key for three, and that one is just a little short. And that is the way that the first quarter comes to a close. Collinsville with a 40-0 lead after 1 quarter of play. We're back with quarter number 2 after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Back here at Cahokia High School, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. 40-0 in favor of Collinsville after 1 quarter of play. Quarter number 2 getting ready to get underway here.
Yeah, literally all Cahawks. Talisha with 18 points in the first quarter. Cahokia barely got any shots off, kept turning the ball over. Cahawks didn't bring a whole lot of pressure other than maybe about the first minute or so.
I might run out of room for points for Talisha before the night's over. There's our only sophomore on the roster, Dariana Morris. 5'4" sophomore, wears number 13. She's into the game for the first time. Here is Carly Call underneath, off the glass. Good for 2 more for Talisha Gilmore.
You know what the record for the most points in a game is? Is that something we need to worry about?
I believe I got that information with me, but we'll look at that here in a minute. Here's another turnover. And underneath the basket, no good on the first try. Second try put up, still no good. Another rebound for Collinsville. And that was Lily Carlisle. Now up underneath. Gilmore double team. Doesn't matter. She gets it to fall anyway.
Well, two girls need to stay down there with her. Don't even give her any room, but Talisha just made it work and gets fouled in the process.
So Gilmore back up at the free throw line. She is already 4 for 4 from the charity stripe here tonight. And she'll get one shot here. And that shot on the way. And good. That makes it a 45-0 contest here. And here comes Cahokia. Shut out in that first quarter, and now no shot, travel.
Yeah, just Talisha right there in front of Riley, and she had nowhere to go, just kicked it up and turned it over.
Very, very young Cahokia team, so.
Yeah, this makes it so hard.
Yep. Mostly freshmen on their roster, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and the rest all freshmen. Here is Lily Carlisle with a 3-point shot. No, referee said held up 2 fingers, said she was on the line. There's a rebound, 4th rebound of the game by Cahokia, but that is their 22nd turnover, and here comes the sophomore, and she gets fouled as she shoots the ball up. Morris does, and Morris will head to the free throw line.
Well, Cahokia player got that steal there and just thought maybe she can beat everybody down the court, and she found out she was way wrong and ended up on a reverse 1-on-5 there and had no help. Led to Morris coming back here the other way for the Cahoks, and she'll go to the line.
2 shots coming up for Morris. Of course, no stats from last year on her since she was not on the varsity side, but she'll get herself on the scoreboard with a free throw shot there. And the next shot as good as well. A little unorthodox on the shot and the follow through, but she got both of them to fall.
Yep. Ooh, and
double dribble.
Double dribble. There's all the Cahoks are back in the quarter court there, and double dribbles there back at the volleyball line on the other side.
Yeah, a couple of these turnovers, and there's been a lot of them, excuse me, have been unforced.
Very unforced.
Into the backcourt it goes to Carlisle. Carlisle up onto the right wing now for Carly Call. They'll play catch for a little while outside of the perimeter and back over to Carlisle. Now they'll get Morrison on the fun. She'll launch a 3-point shot. That misses the mark. And the rebound ends up going out of bounds, but last touch by Cahokia, so it's going to stay with Collinsville.
And Cahokia's basically even 3 down there now on Talisha, virtually triple teaming her.
Can you blame them?
So that leaves all 3 Cahoks out there on the perimeter wide open for a shot.
Pass comes into the backcourt. Carlisle up front. Carly Call from the corner for 3. That one rolls across the rim and falls down for a rebound by Cahokia. Their 5th rebound, but they just turned the ball over. I think they get so excited that they forget they have the ball, and then they try to dribble it too fast, and it gets away from them.
They're just trying to do the next thing before they complete what they're already doing, and Deloche did that there.
Yeah, they get ahead of themselves. Very easy for a young team to do. So Collinsville will inbound. It'll be Carlisle into the backcourt for Carly Call. Carly brings it up across and over onto the right wing, puts it into the corner for Walker. Walker from about 10 feet out, no good, and a rebound by Talisha Gilmore. Gets put back up and in. Talisha's pouring it on.
I said Talisha's basically getting triple team out there. They're leaving 3 girls underneath. That allowed Diamond Walker to just run baseline unscathed there. They throw one up there that hits the rim.
A couple of, I think almost all of their shots that have hit the backboard on the or the rim have just been thrown up there. Kind of willy-nilly. There's going to be a foul handed out here. This one's going to go against Deloche. That'll be her 2nd. And the fouls are piling up. I think team's 5th. Collinsville brings it down. Here is Walker, and she uses the glass to get one to fall in.
Remember, they reset every quarter, so we got 3 on.
Yeah.
3 up there on the board, so 3 this quarter.
Yeah, I've got 7 total. Almost a travel there, and a shot put up. That was probably the closest.
Yeah, closest thing they had, the best thing they had. But here they'll get it to Talisha out in front of everybody, and she lays it in.
Yeah, I am definitely going to run out of room for points for Talisha Gilmore. She is now up to 27 points already. And Cahokia brings it down once again. They get the ball up and into the hands of Monselli, and Monselli does a little football hike there like she was a center, and those are right between some legs. Now over to Deloche. Deloche back out front for Monselli. 3-point try, no good, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and that'll turn into turnover number 25.
Looking top of the three there. Thought you could knock that shot down, but
points in a single game. 44 by Kim Bromlich.
Oh, that's
the 1979-80 season. I went to school with her.
Got to put that on watch here.
Yep, sure do, because she's already up to 27. So
Mode here on the three. What did you say, 47?
Yeah, 44.
Oh, 44.
Yep.
Well, that's, yeah. I know Ray Sean had 53 for the boys a couple years ago.
Here's another 3-point try by Cahokia. That one misses the mark as well. They are 0 for 5 on 3-point shots, are the Comanches. Kim Bromwich was on the very first Lady Kahok basketball team back in the 77-78 season. I'm not even sure if it was a 77-78 season. I don't think their season actually got underway until January of 78.
Oh, 77-78 school year.
Yeah, because the yearbook that year just says 1978 season. So that would be my guess. And a travel by Collinsville. That is their 5th turnover. 56-0 in favor of Collinsville. We have 4:20 left to play here in this first half. And it's been all Collinsville. Here is Monselli. Over to the far side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez being watched there by Carson Mode. Won't give her almost any room to move, and then players run into each other. And I believe that Carly Call is going to pick up a foul. She will pick up the first foul of this game for Collinsville.
Had to be close to a 5-second count there before all that. Just right up on top of her Gardner and not moving the ball. Being pretty generous with that call.
Yeah.
Knowing where we are in the game.
Gonzalez, and that stays with Cahokia because that was poked away by Carson Mode. So Cahokia will inbound in front of the Kahok bench. Jasmine Monselli will do the honors. Adam Blair was the assistant coach last year, and he has since been named the cross country and the track and field coach. So he gave up his duties as the assistant to Coach Colin Moore, and now Brandon Hinson is part of the coaching staff along with Katie Mitchell. Carly Call over to Carson Mode. Mode just hit a 3 and she'll hit another one.
I mean, yeah, you're wide open. Why not? I mean, they're almost making it too easy just for the 3-point shooters to just be wide open. They want to, triple team on Talisha down there underneath, but it's almost making it too easy for some of these Kahok shooters now.
Here's Monselli and get the ball up and knocked out of bounds by Carly Call. So
you don't really want to be, look like you're rubbing it in here, knocking down 3-pointers, but these girls are wide open, and this is game action, so you got to take what you can get.
First game of the year, got to do what you're going to do. Bell gives it back up to Monselli. She almost traveled with it, but it's a turnover anyway, as that ball bounced right to Carson Mode, to Gilmore at the free throw line into the paint, and that's knocked out of bounds by Monselli, as Gilmore was being closed in upon right outside the lane by Gonzalez and didn't have any room to move, so tried to ditch it back outside, got tipped out of bounds. Mode will inbound from there. Bounce pass comes in, and then Ashley Giannini almost had that ball taken from her. She's into the paint, off the glass, good for 2.
All it took was Talisha to sag to the right side there, the near side, and that just left the whole left side, as far as Giannini saw it, wide open. She went down the lane, laid it in.
Cahokia still looking for their first points here, and they're going to have to wait a little longer. And off the glass, good for 2 for Gilmore, and
timeout, Cahokia. That makes it 63-0, and leaves Leashes at 29 points.
We are going to take a timeout, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Cahokia. This one is all Collinsville. Cahokia lost last night 69-13. Collinsville already with 63 points here in this first half, and we still have 2:45 left to play in this first half. Another three-point shot. That one's just a little bit short. And the ball out of bounds. Well, it'll turn into another turnover here by Cahokia. And here is Lily Carlisle. Carlisle brings the ball up. Gilmore is on the bench. Over into the far side it goes to Van Dyke. Now back to Carlisle. Carlisle backs it all the way up to the mid-court stripe. Throws it over onto the wing now for Morris. Morris bounces it back to Carlisle in the corner. She gets a little push from behind by Bell, and then she comes in. No good. I don't even know if did that hit anything. Is that a rebound or just a loose ball?
Maybe so slightly. Yeah. Give a rebound.
Morris tries to pick it up and ends up going knocked out of bounds again by Cahokia, so Collinsville will retain possession. 2:09 left to play here in this first half. Ashley Giannini will trigger the inbound pass from underneath of her own basket. Over to Morris, the sophomore, cuts across the lane, takes it off the glass high and in for two more. And Morris now with 4 points.
Didn't really need to kiss it that high off the glass. Really had a lane on the right side. Still worked out.
Here is Cahokia trying for their first points. That ball is on the ground.
She gets up.
Yeah, she got up and wasn't dribbling the basketball, so.
Fell down with the ball and just said, well, I'm going to get up. Don't work like that, unfortunately.
So another turnover by Cahokia. Carlisle inbounds to Morris. Morris gives it right back to Lily. And young Miss Carlisle brings the ball up across the timeline. Heads over to the left side and gives it up to Tomacek, and a shot that kind of misses everybody, and that ends up being a turnover. Cahokia will get the ball back as Skylar Tomacek is into the game for the first 9. 5'9" junior. Three-point try, no good there by Cahokia. That was probably the closest on the three-point tries they've had.
Yeah, and they get the offensive board here, so second opportunity here.
Yeah.
But offensive foul.
Their sixth rebound. Cahokia, and a foul coming up. Are they going to? Okay.
Offensive foul on Cahokia.
That's against Dakota Bell. It'll be her second. I was waiting to see the referee walk up to the table, but apparently the guy sitting at the table saw that from a good distance away. So normally the referees get in front of the table before they call it. Here's Morris with a three-point shot. That's no good. And the rebound is picked up by Cahokia. Here is Monselli. Monselli pulls up at the right wing. Gives the ball up now to Bell. Bell over in front of the Kahok bench to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back over to Bell. In the paint, off the glass, no good. Put back up after a rebound, still no good. And Cahokia trying to fight for it, but a whistle will stop just as the ball lands into the hands of Lily Carlisle. This one's going to go against Bolds. That'll be her third.
This is send Tomacek to the line. She got that rebound, was trying to fight everybody off.
Sorry, her fourth. So Bolds is almost fouled out of this game.
Yeah, I mean, why not leave her in?
Tomacek did not get to the free throw line last year as a varsity player. She only played in 14 games on the varsity side, so not a lot of time to get to the free throw line and probably a lot of cleanup minutes. So we'll see if she wants to hit the free throw. Well, missed the first one. She has one more try coming her way. 46.2 seconds left here in this first half. No good. Rebound belongs to Cahokia. Cahokia would like to get some points on the board before this half ends, but they're going to have to wait a little longer as Dakota Bell double dribbled with it. Just little mistakes here for Jasmine Pitts and her very young Lady Comanches basketball team.
Yeah, they got to clean up the little things here if they're going to take any kind of step forward. You can't be, shooting yourself in the foot constantly with little things like double dribbles or just bringing the ball up the court.
Giannini finds a wide open lane but can't finish. Rebound belongs to Cahokia. 20 seconds left to play here in this first half. Cahokia desperately looking for a point before they head into the locker room. They'll send it all the way over here and then throw up a shot and a prayer. That rebound comes all the way back out to the wing, picked up by Collinsville. Jayhawks bring it back up, and here is Van Dyke. Only 4 seconds left. Van Dyke looks like they're just content with letting the clock run out.
Take a shot.
Yep. And that's going to do it for the first half of this contest. 65-0 in favor of Collinsville. All Jayhawks all night long here in their first game of the year. And we have the halftime show. Woods Basement Systems, all things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems been doing their thing since 1986, and that thing would be taking care of any kind of problem that would allow water to get in your house. Woods Basement Systems. Give them a call, 618-708-4055. We'll see if we can track down some scores and bring them to you here in just a moment on the Kahok.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys.